Hello, my name is Creostix and welcome to F1 2016 and to my video series of 100 Years of Finland. And why am I playing Formula 1 this time is simply because in this game I get the chance to play as someone from Finland, as in Kimi Räikkönen, or as we in Finland call him, Kimi Räikkönen. And the quick check of what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna drive in the Grand Prix of Hungary, the Hungaroring, the full distance of it, and a quick check, it's the hard AI, flashbacks are on, but I will attempt and endeavor to not use them unless I absolutely for some reason have to. The idea is not to, but no promises. Vehicle damage is reduced. I actually don't even know what Parc Fermé rules mean, so I don't have an... I just never changed that. Vehicle damage is reduced because I kind of maybe need that because I don't have a lot of practice with Formula 1 games. It's been ages since I've driven one, and I just wanna, have a bit of a leniency there. Safety car off, regular corner cutting stringency, and formation lap off, race starts manual. Assists are... no brake assists, but there is anti-lock brakes. Traction control is full because I couldn't get a handle on the car really in my 2 practice runs here. The dynamic racing line is corners only, and it's 2D, automatic gearbox, and the pit assist is on. And I actually would like to have a clear day at somewhere around noon to have a good colorful race going on here. So that's really all we need to do there, and then we can just start the session. And as you can see, my face cam is not quite in the upper left corner there, and there's a good reason for that, which will come apparent very soon. The HUD, you see, has important info in the upper left corner that I don't want to cover with the face, so I think the center left is the, least obnoxious spot for it, so you can still see all the info that the HUD will want to show you. So that's the idea I have with that. And also, why am I driving the Formula 1 Magyar Nagydíj 2016 race is, well, for one, F1 2017 isn't out yet, the game, even like right now on July, at the end of July. So that's the reasoning there. And why Hungary? Well, I think Hungary is actually in the Hungaroring Grand Prix is like just about to be held just around the time I get this video out. And the other reason, I'll get to that later on. But as you can see, you have that HUD stuff in the upper left corner, so I think it's a bit important to see that stuff. Also, as you can see, I started off at the 6th position here. Oh fuck! Oh, careful! Warning, but just a warning, right? Okay, good. I need to collect myself just a touch here. Ah, fuck! Bad collisioning. But this is kind of the point of the why there's no qualifying, because I started off in the 6th position, whereas in my 2 practice runs it felt like I could reach the 3rd position at least pretty reliably. Therefore, this way we have more overtaking and the Grand Prix is more exciting, so, or at least it has a bit more, drama and events in that sense. And also, with the hard AI with the Mercedes, I'll this way have a much, harder time to actually reaching them, and I need to also get my cornering down a bit better to really actually reach them. They actually got a bit away from me there. But let's not throw in the towel. It's a long race, man, and it's gonna be a while. But indeed, as I'm reaching down on the first lap of the race here, I might as well elaborate on the point of why did I choose the Hungaroring Grand Prix as the video for this 100 Years of Finland series. Well, the point is that since Finland doesn't have its own Grand Prix in the F1, at least in Finland, it's often said that the Hungary Grand Prix is almost like the home Grand Prix of the Finnish drivers, because it seems like there is more Finnish fans in the Hungary Grand Prix than in the other Grand Prix, and it's probably one of the closest and easiest ones to get from Finland when it comes to reaching the Grand Prix. But nonetheless, the point is, it is absolutely said that it is the home Grand Prix because there's more Finnish fans here for some reason watching the races. That's what I hear. So that's the other reason why I chose Hungary as this video for this series. And also, since I didn't mention it at the beginning yet, the point of the series is that Finland will have been 100 years old in December of this year, 2017. And that is an awesome, awesome thing. And that's why I'm doing this entire series, really, to just play games where I either am in Finland, or am, you know, playing as someone from Finland, or just play a game that has something to do with Finland. And indeed, I'm driving as Kimi Räikkönen, so there we are then. And since I'm talking in English, I will indeed often pronounce them the way the English-speaking world knows those names, while we in Finland just, you know, indeed call him Räikkönen, Kimi Räikkönen. We have a bit of a different way to pronounce stuff, but it's still recognizable, I feel. And I will ever so slowly try to catch up to these two, but that's part of the fun. And if I understood correctly from my 2 small test runs, I think I might have 2 pit stops, or 1. Actually, now I'm not sure anymore. Maybe 2. Crap. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure. 1 or 2 is the point anyway. So, look forward to those, and that's why I have to have the pit assist on, because I indeed didn't have time to practice a whole bunch. I did 2 small test runs of the track, and of the qualifier, but I didn't have time to try and get down the ability to careful, don't, crap, well, contact is the bad thing, but at least I reached. I didn't want to do contact though. That's not the way to play this game, man, because it can, even in light damage, it can still damage my car, and for second, it makes me slower. So now I need to catch up to Rosberg there, or Roosberg, as we say in Finland, a full second's worth, pretty much, or actually even 2. Crap. And indeed, I'm not sure if I will win this. As far as I tested in the test runs, the hard AI seems pretty much to be my equal, more or less. Medium was way too slow, and beyond hard was just I couldn't compete at all. So this is exactly around my level, but it means that if I do a bad lap, the hard AI will do a better lap. So, and I am not known for my consistency when it comes to racing. I play a lot of racing games, all kinds really. I've played way in the past Formula games as well. I've played dirt rally games. I've played circuit rally circuit racing games. I've played Forzas. I've played a whole bunch of, say, indeed, games of the dirt series or the WRC series, or and the both kinds of Forzas. And I also drive, or have every once in a while driven some of the two-wheeler games, such as, you know, MotoGPs or MXGPs, or even the what was the one with the buggies as well, like MX versus ATV series. I've played a bunch of that as well. Oh crap, that was a bad turn. So I do a lot of racing games in all shapes and sizes, but I'm still not exactly consistent when it comes to being at a top level. So there is that. So look forward to me missing a bunch of corners because doing well is not how I do things. Oftentimes, at least, but at least I haven't had to resort to flashbacking, which indeed I will avoid to the full extent of my ability. Only if I truly just, you know, spin out for multiple, like, seconds upon seconds, or just crash into a wall or something. That might be a cause for that, but I really don't want to do that, though. Okay. Catching Rosberg is going to be interesting. He is a fast boy, that one. And indeed, if you're wondering, as I mentioned, this is the F1 2016 game, so it has the drivers and the teams of the 2016 season. So Rosberg is still in it, and Bottas or Valtteri Bottas is driving for the Williams cars at this point still. Oh, that was a really, really nasty turn there. So that's the reason if you're wondering what's wrong. Well, I did at least catch up to Rosberg a bit. Oh crap, that's got away from me a bit, that turn. Oh, I hate the chicane so much. Okay. I'm closer than in a long while, but let's not get greedy yet. We still have some distance to cover, and oh crap, that's exactly what I mean. That's, yeah. Focus, 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 focus. We can do this, but we just got to get it done. Okay, we are close, but that's a bad turn. However, we might be close enough to get the DRS going in this straight, and there you are. That might help us get through. Let's try indeed. A hard braking, and we are number one. Okay. Now it is very much a up to the gods and Cthulhu and everything like that to see if we actually will remain number one. I am not making a promise about that. It might not happen is the point. So let's see if we can. But indeed, speaking of Nico Rosberg or Nico Rosberg, it's I'm not sure if everyone knows that, but he is also technically he is also Finnish upon many other things. As far as I understand, he's kind of a dual citizen of Germany and Finland. I'm now spacing out on where he was born, but not in Finland, I think. Well, don't quote me on that, but he's half Finnish, half German, but you know, at least raised and all that in Germany. Again, not raised in Finland, and doesn't speak Finnish, I believe. He was, as far as I understand, he was raised to speak maybe like German, Spanish, and German, French, and something, maybe Spanish, not sure, but not Finnish at least. So he is, as far as I understand, he has never really felt Finnish, I suppose, but he still has a Finnish passport. He is a citizen, or well, a dual citizen, and in his first year in the Formula Ones, he drove under a kind of a how could I put it? I don't know if it was a split license or was it a thing where he just hadn't yet chosen for what country he wanted to drive for. So where everyone else had their country's flag next to their name in the standings, he had a kind of a split flag from corner to corner, where one half was Finland or the Finnish flag and the other half was the German flag. And after that he chose to drive for Germany. So that's that then. But he is indeed nonetheless, as far as anyone's concerned, he is still, as far as citizenship goes, half Finnish. And his dad is the his father is the Finnish Formula 1 driver who you might know as Keijo Rosberg or Keke Rosberg. We call him Keke Rosberg. So he was the first Finnish Formula 1 world champion, and also I think the first one who regularly drove in the Formula 1s. The bad turn. So kind of one of the pioneers of the sport in the country. He won the championship in the 80s. I'm spacing out on the exact year though. But he wasn't the first guy to drive, but he was, I believe, the first to do it regularly, I believe, from Finland. After that was a bit of a gap there, but eventually Finnish drivers became a bit more common in the 90s and 2000s in the sport. And pretty much one of the the legend of the sport, I suppose, from Finland is obviously you probably know is Mika Häkkinen, or as we know him, Mika Häkkinen, or as we pronounce him. So he has 2 world championships, and for my money, he's pretty much one of the only a bad lap. So one of the only drivers who really kind of toe-to-toe could defeat the just overpowering and great super fast Michael Schumacher at the time, or Schumacher. So there's that. And I remember as a kid watching Mika Häkkinen just to drive, and it was really exciting. Those were the golden years for me of Formula 1, where there was a sense of danger was a bit more palpable, I feel, I don't know danger, but a sense of adrenaline was a bit more palpable in the driving. It's become maybe a bit more clean these days in a lot of ways. Not obviously not safe. It's always dangerous. I mean, seriously, it is. I mean, there's still, there's accidents do unfortunately happen, and they can be even fatal. But the overall driving seems a bit too precise and clean to be all around completely exciting all the time. But that really does differ in a case-by-case basis as well, and as well on the point of, is one team superbly, overpowered against the others or not. So there's that too. Which, as far as I understand, this year is pretty good in the sense that when a race starts, it's not like the Mercedes cars are not as overpowered as they were compared to, say, Ferrari this year. Last year, as in from this game, they were, which explains why Hamilton and Rosberg are the 2 drivers which are really just the only ones who are close by here at this point. But this year I hear it's much better and much more even. So that is super good. And also, I do remember from last year the heated fighting with Hamilton and Rosberg, which came to car blows in a few Grand Prix as well. I'm kind of almost sad that because of that Rosberg retired after he won the World Championship last year, and that would, I don't know if it's the first time ever, but I think it's still a pretty remarkable thing that a father and a son have been able to win the Formula 1 World Championship at some point. That's pretty amazing, man. Like the people or not, but that's pretty amazing. So, if we're counting Rosberg, or if we're counting Nico Rosberg, that is still one more Finnish world champion. I mean, he is a world champion who has a Finnish passport. I mean, what more do you want, man? Seriously. And a Finnish father and everything. So, but I do kind of miss those fights. The Hamilton's new, you know, what is that word for the the other driver in Mercedes, Valtteri Bottas? Is a I wouldn't call him like the epitome of calmness, but much more calm than Nico Rosberg or most other drivers would be. So there's probably not going to be quite those kinds of dramas. But then again, we'll see when push comes to shove, if it's going to be real close in the championships in the end of the year. Who knows, man? Well, we'll see. It's going to be interesting, though. Nonetheless, though, I do kind of miss the heated combat with Hamilton and Rosberg, because those gave some adrenaline to otherwise pretty boring Grand Prix, because I'm listening. 3 stops or... well, not sure. Okay, let's change. Sure, fine. We can do that. The team wanted me to change the strategy, which kind of actually killed my concentration there, so there's that. But I believe that means I need to actually pit in this lap then, but sure. But pitting makes the race a bit more interesting, because then I might need to catch up to some people again. I don't know. But it looks like I indeed have 3 stops then, which actually surprised me a bit. I thought it would be 2, but apparently no. Boxing, yeah. Box this lap. Let's hope we get a nice box there and don't fuck up the entrance here. Because the assist doesn't do everything for me. Like this part I need to do all on my own and get it... There we are. Okay, and with that, let's just wait for our crew to do their magic, I suppose. And if the other crews keep their tactics intact, I believe it might mean that I need to that they will box in at say lap 24-ish. Which is actually pretty interesting. So now I'm 5th for some time, but let's see how long it lasts. But I need to keep a focus on doing good laps now, just in case. And Ricciardo has a problem with his car, sure, but is he behind me though? I think so, maybe. I don't know, but. I need to focus on doing good lap times now, because I can't let numbers 1 and 2... No, Vettel is 3rd, actually good. I can't let numbers 1 and 2, as in Hamilton and Rosberg, get too far away while I'm mired with Perez over here. Come on, just let me pass, man. Bit of a really dirty pass there, but I ran out of patience there. I mean, my car was faster. I know, I'm sorry. It's not the way to win these things. I know. I should do better. But however, returning to points about the Finnish Formula 1 drivers, there's also the point that that there have been others who are not, of course, world champions. One of the ones was during the era of Mika Häkkinen, actually, and he was called Jyrki Järvilehto, or he was also known as JJ Lehto. So you might know him as one of those 2 names. We called him essentially just JJ Lehto. I think even in the TV broadcasts, it was often just either J Lehto or JJ Lehto, even though his full last name is Järvilehto. Oh, that was an interesting way to put it, but I think it was just easier for the people. But nonetheless, his name was Jyrki Järvilehto, or you might know him as a pronunciation of Jyrki Järvilehto. Anyway, oh come on Vettel, you know I'm faster. But now's the time. Don't turn too. There you go. So he was a kind of an interesting one. I don't know if he ever won any Grand Prix or anything. I don't have like statistics in my mind. I know he's not a world champion, but that's, you know, neither here nor there. But the funny thing about JJ Lehto is that and 14.6 seconds according to the audio, sure. But the funny thing about JJ Lehto is that he got famous pretty much in the TV broadcast, at least here in Finland, from where the people who were you know, let's say shoutcasting the event. What's the good word? But the journalists who were you know, narrating the event. Let's say I'm now spacing out on the word to that, but commentator. So the commentators were often saying, "Mutta missä on JJ?" meaning, "But where is JJ Lehto?" So that meant that very, very often JJ Lehto would just disappear from the TV cameras or from the race, like where's he gone? What? And oftentimes that means that his engine had blown, and he was like, you know, hidden away in some corner at the track, like, oh, and there's JJ, oh well. And I remember many times where JJ Lehto's Formula 1 car just stalled at the start and never just got off to do the race. It was really funny. So, where is JJ? It was pretty much immortalized then. So, that's that bit of a Finnish Formula 1 lore story there. And it wasn't really a... I mean, there's no, like, you know, ill will in that. It's just pretty funny, like, oh. Of course I wanted every Finnish person to succeed and do well, but it was still pretty like, oh man. But where is JJ? Oh no. And it looked like I had caught up about half a second to the leading cars there on that last lap, but I'm still not consistent enough to get this done very well, I fear, so let's see what we can do. So, just go there. There we go. Like a nice tight turn and a tight-ish hairpin here. And turn on the engines again, and or the accelerator again, and last corner of the lap again, and starting out lap 18. This is not the fastest one I've had, but let's see if the gap has widened. Actually, no. Okay, good. I think that means that their tires might be wearing out a bit faster because they haven't gone to the pits yet. And since they eventually do have to go, I think that means when they go to the pits, I will have a pretty solid window of overtaking them. So I'm actually, I think, in a pretty good position, assuming that they do a 3 pit stop tactic here. That's the one I don't know. And that's the one I just gotta hope for, I guess. And just... But if they have a 2 pit stop tactic, that means I gotta drive like the fucking wind, man. That's... yeah. Because that would essentially mean that I would need to, at some point, just get a gap of essentially 14-ish seconds between me and them, well, with me in the front. That sounds pretty difficult. even in a long race like this. So there is that, though. And going on to mentioning other Finnish. Okay, and they are predicting that indeed Rosberg is, just in case that didn't come through well, is that they're predicting that Rosberg is coming in within 5 laps to change the tires. So that's a good thing. Okay, but indeed, the next Formula One driver from Finland that springs to mind is Mika Salo, or Mika Salo. So I'm now also spacing out if he... I mean, I'm pretty sure he at least had a podium or two, but he's like a really well-respected and overall racing driver in Finland and in really other places as well. I think he has taken part in like the 24-hour Le Mans thing quite a bunch of times, or at least some 24-hour thing. Le Mans probably as well. So he has been driving a lot in a lot of different places and doing pretty well for himself. He's a really solid driver. I believe he eventually got to be in like an almost a full season or something at Ferrari, because the number 1 driver at the time, Schumacher, had the pretty scary crash. Oh well, that was whoa. I almost bumped the wheel into the wall there. Hey, gotta focus. Had a crash like head on into a tire wall and like broke a leg or something, and Mika Salo then came to cover for him for the rest of the season. So he got to drive a pretty solid car as well. And of course, speaking of Schumacher, I do know that he had the horrible a downhill skiing or accident a few years back, and I hope he recovers. I really do. That's all I can say. All the best wishes for everyone involved. That's really that's feels bad to even think about. Yikes. So but still, even though it's still worth it to mention his name a few times when talking about the sport, because he's the legend of the sport. That's really the long and short of it. Multitudes of world championships and all that, so those achievements will shine and glow for the rest of history, I'm sure. Whatever happens. But moving on to other stories that I can, or drivers that I can just think of from the top of my head. Also, these days, another Finnish driver no longer is doing Formula One. I'm actually not sure what he's driving these days, but there's this person called Heikki Kovalainen, or like Heikki Kovalainen. He, I believe he drove at least a McLaren, and also the whatchamacallit, the other crap. What was the green car again? I'm spacing out on the name of the team there. The very historic name. It'll come to me. Come on, just it was the case where the team that Kovalainen drove for wasn't the like the official team of it. It was kind of a Malaysian team or something that had the permission to drive with that name. And then eventually the team returned to Formula One a few years later with its sort of an official team. So the Malaysian team had to start using a different name. So, but I'm now completely spacing out on the name, though. That's really that's pretty embarrassing. Oh, also the the official name of the or the official team of that name was the one that where Kimi Räikkönen, I believe, came back to the Formula Ones after being away for a few years. So because he just wanted to or something, but nonetheless, Kovalainen indeed was also a pretty good one as a driver, but he never really completely broke through, I feel. The one chance he had was at McLaren, and it just didn't quite pan out, I think. But there you go. But nonetheless, a noteworthy person to mention when speaking of the Formula One drivers that have been around. And there was a kind of a funny phrase about him. It's kind of involves the fact that he was very rarely the fastest Finnish driver, even in the Formula Ones. Even though, I mean, I didn't really take it as a malicious, slight against him, but it was a bit of a funny phrase about him that he was the fastest Heikki of the world. So, the fastest dude of that name to be, but he couldn't quite beat the other really like rock solid drivers. So it was kind of a funny little, a kind of a jab at his reputation, I suppose there. But oh well. I mean, it was funny though. It wasn't that bad. I am kind of worried about the fact though that that I'm completely spacing out on the name of that team. That's really annoying though. Oh well, it'll either come to me or it won't. I might even mention it in the comments below if I don't remember it, but it's gonna be fine. Nonetheless, we still have a couple of drivers to mention when it comes to these the Formula One. So indeed, maybe the next one that really does then need to be mentioned is indeed the one I'm driving as, Kimi Räikkönen. He's really he's a character. He's been around for quite a while in the Formula Ones, and he has a lot of reputations and stories about him, I suppose. And way back when he began, I remember, like, if you feel like it's difficult to understand his speech or such now, even his English, it was really difficult back when he started. It was like his voice was really just broken in a lot of ways. It was really weird to listen to. But hey, that's fine. If you can drive fast, that's all you need in this sport. Which, I mean, speaking in English wasn't really a strong point for the Finnish drivers anyway, almost ever. I mean, if you remember Mika Häkkinen, his English after the races were that accent has become a phenomenon pretty much in the folklore of Formula One, at least in Finland, because it was so bad. I mean, I don't know if you've ever heard it. I mean, I'm sure there's probably some at YouTube somewhere, but Mika Häkkinen had this way of speaking that was just the heaviest Finnish accent I've heard in ever, pretty much. As in, while we would say the race was good and the tires were good, he would say the race was good and the tires were good and that sort of thing. It's really just wow. It's mesmerizing to hear. Like, what the hell, man? It's so weird. But coming back to Räikkönen, at some point he earned the nickname Iceman for, I believe, that he has like ice cold, reactions and emotions at the track, that he just is and stays cool and nothing phases him. And he, doesn't feel pressure. That sort of that's how he got that, I guess. I guess there's a truth to that in the sense that he doesn't really compared to the other Formula 1 drivers, he doesn't really do a lot of emotion. He does that from time to time, yes. I mean, with these sort of G powers and speeds, one kind of almost has to, I suppose. But oh, and while I've been talking, the others have been taking their pit stops, and I'm number one again. That's well, curious. I was kind of hoping for a dramatic overtake, but nonetheless, I still have these dudes from the last lap to catch up to and go past, I guess. But okay then. And Hamilton is something like 3 seconds behind me after all this. Ooh, Vettel is in the pit. Yeah, Sebastian Vettel went to the pits. Oh, and I think Sebastian Vettel is kind of a genuinely a friend of Kimi Räikkönen. That's one of the main reasons why Ferrari wanted the Räikkönen to be the teammate of Vettel. And Vettel knows at least a few words of Finnish. If I remember correctly, during his first or one of the first Grand Prix wins, he said a couple of words in he did a couple of Finnish words on air there. Sure, let's just change. If they want to change their thing, I'm fine. Exit the track limits. Yeah, but it didn't really help my case, did it? So, but I gotta be careful about the track limits. Right. I'm just hoping that frantically changing my pit stop tactics will hopefully give more drama to the events at hand, so it might make it more interesting. So here we are then. And who was that again in front of me? Harjanto and Ericsson. Okay. Well, let's try and get past these guys then. Oh, Rosberg did the fastest lap. That's not good. They're warming up there. That's really bad for me. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. You manner, you. Ah. Come on. Aren't they supposed to just give me room when I'm going to pass them when it's, you know, when they're one lap behind? I think that's actually a rule, you know? You should be penalized for that, pretty much. Or maybe not. Maybe I was a bit aggressive. I know. But, come on, Ericsson. Be a team player here and just... There you... Oh, fuck. Well, there we are then. At least we got past him, for fuck's sake. Overshot the corner by a mile there, but, you know, that's still fine. Yeah, 2 seconds worse than usual. Best lap. Yeah, that's... Gotta do much better now. And keep on going. And just let's make this happen right nice and smooth. Okay. And now a new lap. Right. I'll do the super softs when you tell me to box. I won't go to the pits until you command me to, though. I think that's the solid way to do this, I hope. Ooh, that's a bit of a too fast go in there, but it's gonna be fine. And here we go. And also, I mean, Kimi Räikkönen is really known as one of those drivers that really don't speak too much. They give short answers with not a lot of emotion. That's his way of doing things oftentimes. Of course, if someone, you know, bumps him or feels that he's been wronged, obviously he'll then raise his voice, but, you know, that's what everyone does. That's normal, that's human. I mean, he's still human, for fuck's sake. So, at least there is that. And I maybe will come back to him at some point here. That's but rounding out the roll call of Perez is out of the race. Okay, curious. I do wonder how much of a simulation is this in the sense that can my engine just blow if I'm unlucky? I don't know. That would be bad though. And Hamilton is annoyingly close apparently, which is really, really bad for me. He might have he has super softs. That explains a bit, yeah. Absolutely. So, but rounding out the rest of the Finnish drivers, indeed Valtteri Bottas, or as you might know him, Valtteri Bottas. And that's Perez over there. And so Bottas has been in the formulas for a few years now. He started off, I believe, in Williams, and I think he maybe reached a podium even as with a Williams car, which was really good, or at least real close, really good with the car, considering that it was not really in the top 3 or maybe even 4-ish of that, year. It sort of fought for the 3rd spot in car quality, but Mercedes was first and Ferrari was second by a clear margin, so... or wait, maybe it was Mercedes and Red Bull at that point even. I'm not sure anymore. But nonetheless, Williams was a really difficult car to get a podium with. Okay, so a teammate is 30.5 seconds behind me, but Hamilton is close though. Okay then. And indeed, I believe at the time the strength of the Williams car was that it was really good on long straights. It had a pretty good, top speed and all that, but if anything had a lot of corners and such, it was in trouble against the other cars. So that was the disadvantage with that, I believe. It didn't have a very solid, cornering and accelerations, qualities, I suppose, back then. But, that's... car strengths very much change and shift during the Formula 1 season. That's pretty normal. So I think we're good there. And just... let's not try to look away here and... right, pit in, sure. And let's hope they give me a... set of tires which really helps with my current predicament here, because Hamilton has caught up to me and that's no good. Okay. And with that we can then just hope real hard that our constitution about driving a long endurance game here will hold true here, and we can get this done. It's also, in the middle of summer, so it is pretty hot though, so one stop left, sure. That means the last stop will be a really long, will be a really long way to go in the other one. Okay, Palmer is behind me, but that was in different lap though. So is the one in front though, I think. Let's see here if that's the case, but that's what I think it is. Come on, just Magnussen. Yeah, Magnussen is also a lap behind, so he should give me room, but watch it happen, he won't. And now I'm indeed third with super softs here, and I mean, how long do you feel the super softs will last then? Because, don't know. Well, that he was actually giving me room there, I think. That's nice of him. That's fun. And I'm 10 seconds behind Rosberg, I believe, so... Which does still mean that I would at least, when Rosberg goes to the pits, with that gap, I should easily be able to reach at least number 2 spot, but if I keep driving well, which we'll see if that happens, if I keep driving... Button is out of the race, oh crap. Jensen, no! I never asked for this. I know it's Adam Jensen. It's a bit of a different spelling of the word there, but still. Okay, let's just keep on going. And indeed, Valtteri Bottas got... Ooh. Okay. Car behind a super soft... Oh! Hamilton went to the box. Okay, sure. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, crap. This is a difficult one. Please don't slow me down, guy. Oh, they didn't. Good. Good. That is a good thing. Okay, now... Let's try to keep this... Oh, button is right. Sure. That is indeed a bit of a... It's kind of an interesting thing that they... the cars are... Oh crap, that was a bad turn. That the cars are physically left in the sides of the road much better than they were like in seasons past Formula 1 games. It's been a few years since I've played one of these. Okay, and fastest lap 1:26.82. Remains to be seen if it will be the fastest lap in the overall ending standings, but nonetheless, I'm pretty happy with that for now. Although I need to do better if I actually want to, you know, hold on to victory here, I think. I mean, I'm kind of, you know, I am not exactly my count is a bit fucked on. Has Rosberg also had 2 pit stops already? I don't think so, but I'm not sure. Because if he hasn't, I gotta actually drive him. Like, drive to him. I need to catch him up by driving, which is gonna be a thing. But I really hope that he hasn't yet done 2 stops. That's my hope here. And I also hope that my tires can take this beating they take from all the grass, but we'll see. At least the lap time is still pretty okay. Okay, and the final corner. Try to not completely fuck it up. Okay, and again, they said, that Rosberg will have to come in to change the tires within 5 laps, which means that he has apparently not taken his second pit stop yet, which means as long as I don't fuck up these turns, I should be on a good road to take number 1 spot pretty soon again when he pits in. So that's good. That is very good. Because I was getting a bit worried there, because I guess I'm not completely terrible at this, but catching up to hard AI Mercedes for like 10 seconds-ish that's a bit of a task I'm not sure I'm up to. I mean, I can drive faster than they do on a lap-by-lap basis on 1 lap, but consistently for like 30 laps, that's a bit of a different story, maybe. Something bad would probably happen at that time, so that's why I got a bit worried there. But I do hope that it's good that you can see the HUD of the 3 drivers there, which are closest, or the 2 which are closest to me, and then 3 including me on the top left corner there, and my position as well. Oh, fastest lap. That's a... Sure. I actually thought that lap was kind of lost, but then it apparently went really well at the end. That's curious. Okay, Ericsson has an issue with the car, but it's probably not gonna, you know, affect me a whole bunch, I feel like. So let's just keep on going and take a hard turn. Okay then. And the chicane again actually went pretty well this time. I have no idea what my splits are on the lap time, but... Yep, I know Rosberg is the race leader, but I will make it so that it's not the case pretty soon. That's the goal here. Yeah, my splits are to be the fastest lap, but whether or not it will be the fastest lap in the end is a whole different conversation. So let's not jump. Let's hold our horses here a bit. Although let's not hold the horsepower though. Let's let those loose, but let's not assume anything before we're actually done with the lap. A bit of a bad turn there, for example. Yeah, bad turns there, and then it went. Oh well. I'm still pretty happy with the 3 laps I've had in the last moments, though. Oh, that's a bad turn immediately, though. Just by the point that I don't know what tire wear happens when, or how much it happens, and at what speed when the damage is, you know, less than normal in the car itself. But I don't want to take chances. I don't know. And grass is not good for the tires. And usually when you go to the grass, it's probably going to do some bad things to your lap time anyway, so there is that too. But we have at this point actually reached over the halfway point of the race, so if you've stuck along with me so far, I am actually very honored and I feel extremely thankful. And you are also probably very, well, either you are a very, very, let's say, forgiving person, because I am not sure if this is, you know, quality entertainment or not, but oh well, it's still great if you are still watching. I don't know, but nonetheless, thanks for exactly that. And for that, let's try and get a okay-ish lap, I guess. I can do better though. This is gonna be a bit of a challenge, yeah, because I can already feel it's hard to concentrate for 70 laps, man. That's a thing. That's really hard to do for a long period of time. So, but I'm gonna fucking try and get this done. This is a pretty fuck. As I said, I just my mind spaced out for a hot second and I just turned when I really shouldn't have. Or I turned too much. It's that easy to fuck this up, so let's just try and keep this just on track here. Both figuratively and literally. But indeed, back in, well, at the beginning of this year, really, Valtteri Bottas really did get a golden opportunity to try and go for the World Championship there, because getting to drive the Mercedes is really the opportunity of a lifetime at this stage in the game. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that works out. He has already won, I believe, at least in Sochi. Now I'm wondering, was there another one yet? I'm not sure, but nonetheless, looking pretty okay. Not leading, of course, but in the points, but I believe if he improves just a little bit more and doesn't, you know, collapse at any point, he has a solid chance of doing it. Let's keep our fingers crossed, and he would then become the with Keke Rosberg and Mika Häkkinen and Kimi Räikkönen and indeed also Nico Rosberg and Rosberg would come a he would become the 5th person, the 5th Finnish person to win the World Championship if Bottas wins. I count Nico Rosberg, even though he's technically, you know, half German, half Finnish, and all that good stuff. But still, I count that. And indeed, I don't think I mentioned, but Kimi Räikkönen indeed has also won a World Championship. at Ferrari a number of years back, and I believe it is also the last or the latest World Championship by Ferrari. So that's also something to maybe remember when people criticize him. At Ferrari, because it's still, well, no one else has been doing it better, so far to actually win the championship. So, well, I mean, sure, Vettel is driving better pretty much all the years that they've been together at Ferrari now. That's true, yeah, but still, world champion is a world champion. Oh, and speaking of the Finnish drivers, just it reminded me of an interesting little exchange between Räikkönen and Bottas at some point when in the last season there was this weird scenario where I'm completely spacing out on which Grand Prix these were, but there was this event where Bottas was something like 4th or something, or 5th, and then Räikkönen was chasing him, and during a corner it kind of looked essentially like Räikkönen blocked Bottas with contact just out of the race while coming from behind, and Bottas was furious. I believe Räikkönen did not actually get a penalty for that. The explanation from at least him and all that was, well, I didn't have anywhere else to go, so that was that then. But as it just so happened, later on in the season, maybe a Grand Prix or 2 or 3 later, I don't really exactly remember, the roles were reversed. It was also probably even in the same-ish positions at that point, but reversed in that Räikkönen was ahead of Bottas and Bottas was chasing him. And pretty much the exact mirror of that event happened, where Bottas then contact blocked Räikkönen out of the race. The same explanation where I didn't have anywhere else to go, man, and I believe Bottas also never got a penalty for that. And in both cases, the person who came from behind and did the contact didn't really suffer for it and just went to the finish line and gained a position there. So that was a pretty... and it got heated. I mean, you could sense the bitterness. I mean, they don't show emotion a lot, but you could sense the bitterness between the two. It was really interesting to see, for lack of a better word. Oh, we're not doing 4 stops. We're keeping this one, sorry. 4 stops is not what we're doing. We're going 3, and we're going 3 all the way. Even if that means that the tires will get worn out at some point, but that's just a because I don't think Hamilton and Rosberg are gonna go 4. I was going along with your tactic changes until you said 4 stops. That's a no. That's a big no, man. And indeed, Hamilton is only like a second or less behind me at this point, so and my lap times are not very good. That means my tires are probably a bit bad. Great, good for Ericsson. However, now I need to concentrate on keeping Hamilton behind me. And now this race gets interesting. Okay then. He is not close enough to attack, it seems, but he is still uncomfortably close. I need to try and keep this as precise and clean as I can under all the pressure of the world. Again, as I said, I don't know for a fact if I will win. that is really, really not even close to certain. But I believe that we are, with Hamilton, we are in a spot where we have done the same amount of pit stops, though. So there's no helping there. I gotta just drive just well enough to keep him behind me. He has probably much fresher tires, which explains a bit of his speed here. And my bad tires explain my speed, so that's the thing. Because even though my laps are not the best in the world, I will grant you, but 1.3 seconds worse all of a sudden is still, that's a lot. That's gotta be about the tires at that point. Oh, bad turn, bad turn, bad turn, bad turn. Do 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 do. Okay, well, I'll still outbrake you, man. There you go. Oh right, I can just DRS though. I didn't see that. Ooh, careful, careful, careful. Okay, and keep on going. Romain Grosjean, the teammate of Kimi Räikkönen a few years back. Oh, that's... yeah. Sorry about that, my braking got a bit bad there again. This is gonna get interesting, this. Because I'm not sure I can keep him reliably behind me all these long straights when it comes to the end of the lap. This is very, very, this is the drama of the hard AI, and of possibly a bit of a, botched pit stop tactic, to be honest. Maybe I shouldn't have changed it at any point, but, oh well. Okay. And here we are then. And when he changes the lane, I do so as well. That's the, yeah, that's the way I gotta do it, I suppose then, for the next few laps. This is gonna get hairy, because I wanna win, and I've come all this way. The 44th lap and everything. Let's try and get this done. Just when I gotta do the turns, just be precise and get it over with. Man. I was kind of worried this might happen, yeah. But then again, it's much more interesting this way to watch. I sure hope that it's far from over, this. And it's a struggle against a much faster driver at this point. Ooh. Oh, Felipe Massa. That he was also a teammate of Bottas very recently, even. So, oh! Oh! Wait, did Hamilton go to the pits? I think he went to the pits. I think I'm safe. Oh, wow. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I think that was the case last time as well, or maybe my tires are so bad that any tires are better than mine at this point. I mean, super softs aren't really known for their longevity, that's very true, so, Oh, crap, 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 that's a bad... Ah, fuck, come on! There you go. Bad collision, that cost me. I spaced out in my thoughts there, and Massa just pretty much, you know, hit the brakes at a point that I didn't expect him to go so slow, and there was not much I could do there. Or maybe there was, but I couldn't think of much to do. Which means Rosberg caught up to me a bit. A lot, even. Well, a lot. Which means we're gonna get another bit of a fight going on here. Because now I need to fend off Rosberg then. Which is great. As in, it's not great at all. 2.1, yeah, half a second in like half a lap. Yeah, that's bad. Okay, well, the drama is not over, not even close. And the race is long and full of terrors. Come on, let's just try to not get greedy with the corners here. And see who is the person now ahead of me.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Well, give me the options here. No. I want to stick to plan A, please. I don't want extra, pit stops. I want 3 and only 3. That's the long and short of it, and that's what I'm sticking with. Come on. Keep on doing it. It's gonna be fine. Not yet. I will go at lap 50 as the tactic suggested. Because I want those tires to last. That's the point. And then when I get those tires, I need to fucking fly. Yep, and they made the fastest lap too. That's really, really bad. Okay.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
Okay, you are really, really just trying to push the 3... the extra pit stop. No. I don't want 4 stops. That'll lose me the race. That's not a viable option. Okay, and keep on going. We're gonna be fine. Just gonna have to fend off Rosberg a bit. And obviously, you know, I can't pull away from him, but the optimal scenario is if I can just avoid him. Ah, wow! That,
You okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay.
Okay. Do I even get the chance to... Okay, I do get the chance to flashback, because that was bullshit. That's a good reason to have flashbacks, because he just ran to my back and crashed me. Whoa. Well, that sure sounds like Rosberg, though, I hear, so, God. Okay, so indeed, I said I don't want to use flashbacks, but there, I mean, what... I got run into! And I totaled the car, I mean, what... there was nothing I could do about that. Sure, I was in the way, but you don't just crash into the fucking... I mean... Yeah. With that, I'm super glad that I have flashbacks, because whoa. Sweet Jesus, man. Rosberg, that's not cool. All of a sudden, I'm pretty happy you're out of the, Formula 1s, because that sort of crashing is bullshit, man. Oh crap, I lost concentration because the fucking dudes always complain about the pit stopping. Thanks, team. Fuck. Okay, well, now we are in trouble, but that's not a flashback. That's not what I'm doing now for that. I'm just gonna eat my mistake there and see what happens. I just gotta try and catch him when I have gotten to the pits for the third time. He'll pull...
To our teammate is 25.9 seconds.
Although considering the fact that he's gonna pull away even worse and worse now, I think I gotta pit now. I hope that the team understands the point that I need to now change the tires and just go and see if I can win.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us.
Every single lap you ask for the strategy options. That's really annoying. That's really bad of you.
Copy that.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pit this lap and then hope that they change my tires and that they understand the problem, because now it's... Rosberg is gonna fly away from me if I don't do that. That is the long and short of what's gonna happen here. And when I do this, I might still have a chance at victory here. This is the only shot I have here. Okay, please give me new tires, man. Really, really, really please give me... Yep, new tires. Thank you. And with these, the entire race then. The rest of the 20 laps. I gotta hope it's good enough, man. Oh, this is gonna get really, really tense.
The white line on the exit will receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Great. And now let's go, and now we gotta fly. This is the time, man. We gotta do some fastest laps and do them pretty fucking quick. And I can only hope that's good enough. And Gutierrez, do not bother my ability to do this. I'm gonna go through here, and don't you dare come in my way. A bit of a slow overtake, I'll grant you, but this I gotta now just... Gotta try, man. Gotta try everything. I mean, third isn't bad, but that's not what I came here for. I'm 8 seconds behind Hamilton, so if Hamilton goes to the pits once more, I don't know if he will, second place is very much up for grabs, but the first is the point. Okay, and now starts the attempt to try and do genuinely solid laps. Tight turning and trying to concentrate. Which will obviously go badly, I know, but I gotta try something here. Just gotta try to be as fast as humanly possible. 15.5 is within reason. Because I think 14-ish is the pit stop. So if I catch even a little bit, I got a chance here. Assuming that they still do have a pit stop to go. And after that, it's still gonna be a struggle to keep them, you know, away from me at the very end. So this is where it's, you know, settled. These laps is where this is settled. If I can do this quickly and do it faster than they can, that's where it's won and lost. Okay, fastest lap by a mile. Okay, great.
That's a new fastest lap for the race.
125 something. That's, yeah.
Information on Bottas. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Okay, great. But what I gotta do is speed up. And Kvyat, don't slow me down, please. Ooh, that's a bit of a bad start then, okay. Okay, now I gotta keep an eye on if they are surprisingly slow at some points. Okay, that's a good-ish overtake there.
Estimating from Hamilton's tyres, we're expecting him to come into the pits within the next 5 laps.
Right, that sounds like it should be, but my worry is Rosberg. Can I beat Rosberg?
Be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Does that include overtaking with these people who are, you know... But it's green flag. Oh, it's a caution again. Crap. And then it's green again. Okay. Well, that's a good...
The incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
And there you go. Okay. All these extra cars are gonna cost me in time, but gotta do best. Gotta do my best. And use DRS when I can. Oh crap, a bit of a bad turn there. Again, that's my problem. My consistency is not exactly my strength here. I can do solid qualifying laps, but consistency in a long Grand Prix like this, that's the problem here. That's where it is won and lost. 17 laps-ish to go. Okay, Nasser. Could you please be a team player here and just let me... Ah, fuck off. Okay, that's a... Unfortunately, that is a flashback moment, so I can't take that though. I'm sorry, but I can't that's something I can't recover from, and the car is broken as well. Annoying. I am sorry, but I hate to do that. I really hate to, but as I said, I can't promise that I won't, because terrible things can happen in a long race. Small mistakes I will absolutely eat, like the ones I've had with Massa and many others, but that's catastrophic. That's the end there. That's no. Crap.
The distance to the leader is 20.3 seconds.
20.3 seconds to the leader. That's really bad. I'm once again starting to think that I won't be able to do this.
The gap to teammate is 8.3 seconds.
That is really bad. It's so annoying that these people are really just blocking me every second of the way. It's so bad. Massa again, hi. Okay, and here we go. If Rosberg is indeed 20 seconds ahead of me, I think the race might be lost right now. I did my best there, but it just wasn't enough. Which is rather, you know, disappointing, to be honest, but what can you do? Oh well. A good run then, for a while it was. Man, I really do just... I feel like I should have had a better chance, but right now I'm so hard stuck behind all of these cars. Oh, that's Rosberg, hi. So,
Hamilton's just made a move for first.
what I'm gonna do here is I am going to overtake you. And you are not going to have a problem with it. I know I have a bit of damage in my front wing. I would also appreciate that if it would go away.
0.5 seconds.
There you are. That's damage I can deal with. Because my point is to try and keep Rosberg behind for the entirety of 15 laps. Oh, God. It's gonna mean a lot of flashbacks when he is just gonna bump into me at every single time we go to the straight line then. That's what this is gonna be about.
Okay, car behind is now running the super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car behind.
Right. Okay, but let's just try and keep this then civil here. Ooh, he is too close. He's so close. I can still outbrake you, that's fine.
Sebastian is in the pits.
There you are. And here we go. We can do this. With a bit of a broken wing, but that's fine. Okay, well, you wanted to do that, then that's your prerogative, man. I mean, you literally just went at me with a contact. That's your bad luck that you are now out of the race, maybe. I mean, I guess that's, you know, Rosberg's AI is extraordinarily aggressive, but that was a dumb move. Whoa, okay, that means I actually once again have a genuine shot. That's not the way I wanted it to go, though, but whoa. That was unexpected. I didn't expect it to just... I mean, he tried to just lock up with me and my wheels and just got the short end of that stick, man. Whoa. That was... Yikes. With that, though, we have still 14 laps to go. And we need to still be able to defeat Hamilton, and who knows, in 14 laps, a fast Mercedes car can do wonders. I don't know. Remains to be seen. Come on, and Magnussen, please don't slow me down. It would be really rude of you at this point in time. Just saying. Very, very rude. Let me just inside here. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Okay. And yeah, I'm not exactly an expert on, you know, Formula 1 contact physics and all that, so I'm not sure if I was to blame on most of these. Maybe I was, I will grant you, but well, the point is to try and get to the finish line first in this game, though, so let's try exactly that. And it is going surprisingly well, though. I'm considering how broken down the car is, and with, you know, some wear in the tires, a second behind the best is not good, but not terrible. A second behind the best lap, I mean. And I'm only 8.9 seconds behind Hamilton. I gotta suppose he will have one more pit stop. I mean, he was supposed to, right?
Some information on Verline. It seems they fixed whatever the problem was. They're coming back up to speed.
Oh, well, actually, it's been a few laps since they said Hamilton should go, so maybe he just did and I just didn't notice it. If that's the case, I actually would need to drive... Oh, wait, he went exactly now. Sorry, I didn't even see that at first. Now he's behind me. Okay. 8.4 seconds behind me, so now is the time when I need to drive for 12 laps with a broken car. Well, a somewhat broken car with some pretty worn out tires, and just hope to win. Oh god. This is gonna go down to the wire. Technically, I kind of was hoping that it would be, you know, dramatic and all that, but this is almost more than I can take. Since my lap times are getting worse and worse, and he will probably... Oh, he's 16 seconds now behind. Maybe it was a bad split moment to check the times. Maybe he was still kind of in the pits when that was measured. Possibly. That gives me a better chance, but... I don't know. If I drive really poorly, he'll catch me over a second per lap. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. Just try to stay calm. And with what you have, try to... Oh, well, that's not very precise, is it? But yeah, that's all I could do there. What we have, try to do the best with. I know it's not the best tools in the world at this point, at this time in the day, but it's what we have, and it's all up to you know, me still. I gotta get this done. That's the thing. I don't think they will go to another pit stop. My own team wanted me real hard to go for 4 pit stops, but I believe that would have put me at best at 3rd. And it would be a really bad idea. But yeah, Hamilton is driving obviously faster than me, so... I don't know. Is this gap big enough? It looks big now, but trust me, my tires are already pretty bad, and they're gonna only get much worse over the last 10 laps. No, there's... I'm gonna keep to the plan and don't ask me, please. Okay, they're still going for four stops, but that's not what I want to do, though. Okay. Now they're forcing me to 4 stops, with 1 stop being 1 lap before the end. That is not a good idea, buddies. I don't know who's doing your math over there, but that's not the way we're doing it. We're driving all the way home with what we have. For fuck's sake. The grip is shit, but this is what we gotta try and do. Hamilton will probably catch up to me roughly 2 seconds-ish per lap. In 10 laps, that's, well, yeah, that means that he will catch up to me, unfortunately, but then I would need to fend him off for roughly 3-ish laps, and hope that during those 10 laps his tires will not be quite as, you know, overpowering over mine. That's the only thing I can do here. One would really hope that the game would have Finnish drivers with the best car of the game, but that's not the case. The Ferrari is not the best car in the F1 2016 game. The Mercedes is the best one by leaps and bounds. That's what makes this really hard as well. I just gotta do the best I can here. The race is so long that anything can still happen. The one thing I hope is that I will not have to use flashback ever again. And that's the goal, obviously. But let's just see what happens. I'm actually driving a pretty solid lap so far, but I'm not sure I can keep it up, though.
The gap to the car behind is 12.0 seconds.
Yeah, that's not gonna be good enough to keep him considerably away from me the entire race, but okay, 12.0 at this point. Ooh. I think it's gonna be another Nico Rosberg situation if Hamilton gets aggressive, and whatever happens at that point, we'll see what happens. Okay. Oh, Alonso, hello. He's also a really solid driver, but he's been just, stuck at McLaren forever, and it has rather surprisingly been a terrible car for multitudes of years these days. I wonder if he'll let me pass. I don't know, but we will see. Pretty soon, I fear. Because even with my shitty tires, I am faster at least than Alonso and his McLaren. Maybe. "10 seconds, so or 10.5, meaning he has caught up to me 1.5 seconds that lap. Oh, it's gonna be... yeah. That is really, really, really tricky now. It's gonna be so down the wire. Or am I faster than Alonso? It's really, really close here. I guess I am at least in the cornering moments, but... Okay, and this is the moment to turn past him, thank you. And just try to be precise and try to get this done. Oh, man. Imagine if at the very end it just slips away from me for some reason. I mean, it could. Trying to hold concentration with this slow, no-grip car is really tricky. I mean, obviously it's normally not a slow car, but in this case where the tires are shit, or they're worn out to shit, oh man, bad lap, 8.3. So that time he caught up to me by roughly 2 seconds, and even more than that. I need to be better. Yeah, and Vettel is really far behind though, so it's no help coming from him then. Okay. And even though the AI is trying to push me for 4 stops, I don't think the AI is doing that for the Mercedes cars. Simply because my first pit stop was earlier than theirs, though it's probably, maybe I should never have changed the strategy at all then, but, well, we'll see. I know. I know the car behind has newer tires, but I'm still gonna try and win. Damn you. Okay. Man, I don't... Shut up with your gap behind. I don't even want to know anymore. I just want to try and get away. Well, I can't, obviously, but nonetheless. Gotta try, man. Gotta try. Yeah, really bad lap. 5 laps, 6.22 seconds, and Alonso is trying to get past me again. Oh well. Although, if Alonso stays really close to me, it could cause problems for Hamilton, because he would need to get past 2 cars when he's trying to pass me, so me and Alonso, so it could actually work kind of in my favor as well, but that remains to be seen, and I don't want to risk anything by trying to play for that. I want to drive as fast as I possibly can and just see where that leads me. Because trying...
Considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
I don't want to change any tactics. And I will tell you when I have a good spot to tell you.
Okay, copy that.
You're always trying to change...
Information on Kvyat. They're speeding up again, so I expect they fix whatever the problem
You're always trying to change my tactics on me, and always for the worse. So now you just shut up and let me do what I do. And let's hope it's good enough. God. This is so tense. It's really weird that Alonso is trying to get past me so aggressively, because he's on a different lap anyway, so it's kind of like, whatever. Come on, let's just try to keep this together.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to
Right, and let's just...
try the new one?
And again, the team is trying to get me into the pits to, you know, shit all over my race. That's really annoying, and I can't turn that off, I think. Let's just try and get this done. But obviously, yeah, it might prove to be interesting that Alonso is between me and Hamilton now, because it will cost Hamilton a speck of time to get past Alonso first. And Alonso will use DRS again pretty soon. And I just gotta try to avoid his attack here a bit. And then just turn. And just do what I can. Oh, and Hamilton actually... I think he may have gotten past. Which is really bad for me. Yeah, Hamilton is right behind me now. Okay. Okay, 67 out of 70. So it's really... The question then remains, can I hold off his attacks for multiple laps? I got a bad feeling about this. I hope it doesn't come to contact, but it might. Because that's where we are now. I really hope the race would only be 67 laps long at this point, but can't be helped. And here we go then, and just try to keep it steady and precise. And we still have 3 laps to go. I just gotta try and keep him behind now. A bit of contact there, not bad, not bad, not bad. I can still outmaneuver him in the braking there. There we go. And assuming he doesn't attack aggressively in the next couple of corners, we might be fine for up to the rest of the lap. But whether that's the case is a whole different question. Oh, well, he's... Oh, wow! Again. That's bullshit. He just contacted me with full contact with no repercussions. I mean, that's just... I'm not gonna take that. That's the one thing I'm not gonna take. That is it. That's the thing I got a flashback, man. That's... No.
We can't sustain this level of damage.
Yeah, we can. We will sustain this level of damage to the bitter end and call it a day. Oh crap. Bad turn, bad turn, bad turn. But indeed, I hope I promised clearly enough that I cannot promise that it will be a flashback-free run. That's exactly why. The AI can just bump you like super duper fatally hard, and it just wins. It's a matter of luck at that point, and that's just because the AI is not behaving like humans would. He literally just hit me straight on, side to side there. It was really bullshit, that. He would never do that in real life because it's fatally dangerous. He would, like, both drivers would probably die at that point. It's like, come on. That's not how it's supposed to go. Not in a 70-lap race, for fuck's sake. That's really annoying. That's so disappointing. I was hoping for a fun little, you know, case of just trying to block people for a fun little drive here and see how it goes. Like that. That was kind of okay, but, god damn, that contact was so bullshit. I mean, he literally just turned his car super fast, like, sideways to hit me. That was really just, what the fuck are you doing? Ugh. That's not what we're doing here. Oh, and again, just stay cool, man. Ah, god. Well, that happened then.
Some information on Alonso. It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car.
Well, that happened then. Okay, and Hamilton is going to the pits, and I can't turn a corner. That's bad. Okay.
Green flag. We're racing again.
Okay then. Contact happened and my car is fucking broken. But, I just gotta try and get this done. Now, I don't know if Hamilton went to the pits because he was damaged or because he was set to go to the pits at the last lap for some reason. I don't know. And I swear, my controller is shaking like something really badly is broken.
Final lap of the race.
Like, genuinely badly broken. I'm really worried now. And I got a feeling if the left upper tire reaches 91, or, I mean, 100 in damage, is that gonna end the race? It really might. Oh, god. Nasty fighting in Hungaroring Grand Prix, in the Hungary Grand Prix. Good 93, oh god. Please don't explode. Please don't explode, you left upper tire. Let's just be friends and not explode, please. With any good luck, actually it looks like Vettel is essentially gonna be the second. So this all ended oh, 94. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ah.
Great drive. We did it. Good job.
Yeah. Okay. Oh man. That was rough. That was so stressful. Oh god.
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today.
Track conditions, my ass. What suited my car was the fact that luckily Nico Rosberg was overly aggressive in that he almost just blocked himself out of the road with an unlucky hit when he tried to overtake. And then we had a really bad set of hits. And Räikkönen is not that enthusiastic in real life. That's not how he operates. He doesn't really. That's not his smile or his movements. Oh wow. Oh man. Ah. I'm tired. I'm actually almost regretting doing this now, but man.
So then, it's time to
So my lap was not the best lap of the entire race, but the second best lap. I eventually won by 8.6 seconds to Sebastian Vettel, but if Lewis Hamilton would not have crashed into me, or we wouldn't have crashed, I think it would have been quite a different scenario where Lewis would have been at my, you know, like literally next to me the entire way there, and the difference would have been like 1/10 of a second or something. But oh man, with that though, I am all done with this weird idea of a video of a full Grand Prix of the Hungarian Grand Prix Hungaroring, and I do hope you enjoyed this, and if you have, please do drop a like or a comment, or even subscribe or share if you want to. It would really help. And if you want to see me do other Grand Prix, do tell me. I might do them. I'm really tired and stressed out right now, so it's a hard promise to make. But if you know, if there's people who want to see that, I can absolutely take it into very heavy consideration, as in probably eventually do it. But with that though, I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. And once more, happy 100 years of Finland in December of 2017, which was the whole point for this weird idea of a Let's Play video here. And I'll be back, probably with some other Finnish or Finland-related game or thing later on, at some point, I don't know when. And indeed, I think that the Hungarian Grand Prix is underway right about now when this video comes out. So with that though, bye bye.